Hi everybody, it's a good afternoon to the club from your president on the 4th of November. I'm going a little bit early today as today is you can see I'm obviously up in town. I have a number of work engagements this evening, I'm afraid. I'm working on some stuff that involves the US, and that just means that I'm finding that I'm working later into the day. So unfortunately can't deliver the news to you this evening, but actually, you know, what a lovely day to be in London in the docks. It's a beautiful, crisp, clear day. Look, plenty of sunshine. I'm in the shade over here now, but certainly to those people that are looking in from overseas, you're really being treated to a cracking day in London. And it is the eve of a wider lockdown for the UK. So that's going to impact the club obviously over the next month and indeed the country. You know, just solidarity to those club members that are unable to work through this period. You know, sorry about that, and hopefully when things reopen for you, you know, we can support you. I know, you know, people like Dennis, you've mentioned the impact to your barber's business and so on. I know there's plenty of others that are impacted, so thinking of you all, but you know, if we all stick together as a club, hopefully we can work through this. Just a few mentions of what's been happening this week. Ashley Pearson, who's one of the mums, and she also runs with the Wednesday Nighters, recently got to know Ashley. She put on a great session for people on Monday lunchtime. I was down to enjoy a bit of that. Unfortunately, an injury has meant that I've had to pull away from that, because I've just had sort of 6 weeks off, and I really can't afford to have another period off, especially if we're going into this lockdown. I need for my own mental health to be able to run every day, which I'm really enjoying. But that was a great session, and I really want to thank her for putting that on. And it's such a shame that you know, having got the momentum up on that, then it's all been sort of put down by the activities of the lockdown. But anyway, Ashley, thank you very, very much for that. I saw Ian Furler at that session. And just to mention that he has still got the entries open for the Ekiden Marathon, that he wants to get a virtual marathon team together. He will be closing that up this weekend. So please, club members, if you are able to join that team, it really would be great to get a good showing in that. Obviously, the management committee met on Monday evening, and one of the things we discussed is how to keep things going during the lockdown. You know, thank you to David Appleton for all of his efforts in trying to work hard on keeping the club open. Dennis is obviously back from New Zealand and back at the helm now. We're not able to do anything with regards to keeping the club open during the lockdown. Obviously, an impact is going to be on the planned cross-country races. So one thing that we are working on, and Tim Ayres, Bob Cliff, Chris Haynes are working on, is a virtual Club 5 mile. So we want people to get out, use Strava, go out and run the Club 5 mile. And, you know, it's your choice. You can run the new course, you can run the old course. If you're not in the area, please go and run a 5 mile course near you. I think Tim is going to stipulate some conditions just in terms of the amount of climbing that you need to do and so on and so forth, so we make it a good, fair competition. And one of the really the other great initiatives that Bob Cliff has asked for us to do is for people to run Fox Lane, which of course is a very, very challenging climb. I delivered the news from Fox Lane earlier in the summer. And that obviously formed a very, very difficult finish to the old Club 5. So I think there is probably a Strava segment on there, but if there isn't, we'll get one made up. So we would like people to try giving Fox Lane a go as well. You know, obviously safely. Please be mindful that there are cars that go up there, and indeed horses at times as well. So obviously, runners, please be respectful of the horses and the riders, because obviously we don't want to scare them. You know, I'm thinking famously of Dave Beadle's run-in with the horses on the Triangle a few years ago, running the Club 10 mile as well, which was, I think, entertaining for those spectators that were watching. So those are the things that we have coming up. Adrian had everyone running around looking for things Halloween, things to do with pumpkins. Loving Bob Minting's Strava art. Great to see that coming across and coming on so well, actually. He's becoming quite a dab hand with that. I thought Stan Ridgewell's offer was a little bit cheeky, Stan, but thank you for sharing your views of the pumpkins that you found. This week, I think Adrian, I need to check, but I think Adrian is asking for people to look into pubs. Really the focus on those buildings that used to be pubs, actually. So see what you can find there. I know if you do get up to the top of Fox Lane, sadly the Fox is boarded up. Unfortunately, that family not been able to carry on that business. But anyway, that's what we want the Wednesday nighters out doing at the moment. And a final mention, it's Mike Mahoney, past president's 70th birthday today. So happy birthday, Mike. Mike, president of the club, I think 97 to 98. But also joined the club as a 14-year-old. So he's been in the club a good long time. So very, very happy birthday to you, Mike. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are and hope you're safe. All right, everybody, that's your President's News. Stay well and please, hope you cope well with the lockdown that's coming. Speak to you all soon. Bye.